Hey, I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing today? I can, yes. This time I actually found my headphones, so we're all good. Definitely. Great. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, great. And I'm recording today's as well, so I'll send this to you and you can save it, share it, send it to whoever. Yeah. Let me turn my brightness up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, I will. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's no denying it. It's just not the same. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, goodness. Hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, it's a great question. I think the first thing that where my brain goes is like when everyone comes back in the gym, like of course like they're experiencing this feeling now, and right now things are not feeling right in terms of like every aspect of life. We're not on our usual game. But I think the one thing to just be aware of is what's great about this. Well, first being grateful for what we do have and what you can do. Like you said, what can you control? You can control to some degree what you can do at home in terms of working out, the diet, nutrition, hydration, taking vitamins if you do that. Those are all really great like foundational steps to be mindful of. But in terms of like where your mindset should be, what one thing that I would absolutely avoid is comparing yourself to others. Whether you're seeing your teammates on Zoom, maybe some of your teammates are, feeling great still, looking great, whatever that opinion of yours is. I just encourage everyone to just stay. This is the best time to like be selfish, I guess, like in a good way, in a productive way. You know, what can you take advantage of in your daily routine that you've hopefully started to kind of establish now, like the new normal, I guess, for now. Avoiding comparison is like number one biggest thing. Like be selfish, focus on you, what can you do, and just do what you can. And also accepting that this is not the time to worry about being perfect. This is just about maintenance and just doing what you can do. Yeah. Yeah, just mitigating risk for future injury. You know, everyone, there's so many resources available in terms of like exercises to do for preventative injury. I mean, even that alone, I think is just great to take advantage of, because I know not everyone can go to a physical therapist right now if you are injured, you know, and I would say if you are injured right now, you are actually so lucky. Like no one is going to be judging you every day. All you have is you and maybe your parents and your house. Like, so that's what I would say in a nutshell. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. 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 Mhm. 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 Yeah. And that takes time and like effort to practice. Like it's hard to change that overnight, of course, but we now that we have the time, this is the time to like try something new and maybe, you know, try and think differently about, you know, those choices to make. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Right. Mhm. 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 Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, well, and I'm gonna go back to what I said before. I think one of the most destructive things I ever did was compare myself. And so I speak from not just like articles I've read, but personal experience. And oddly enough, I was one of the girls. I was training with Nastia Lukin before she went to the Olympics. So imagine me, and I was, 5'1", one. I was like maybe 130, 120. I don't really know. It was like I was over 100 pounds, and um, yeah, but I like so I was much shorter than Nastia, but still, yeah, I'm just built differently. I'm built more like Sean Johnson. But I didn't train with her, so I didn't get to see her in that same way every day. So I only say that not asking for like pity. I'm just saying the least realistic thing you can do is to compare yourself. So that was one thing I struggled with, and it's one of the things I had wish I had gotten better at when I was younger. So speaking like hindsight's 2020, of course it's easier to say that now, but I guess another thing that did help me was I surrounded myself with people and teammates that made me feel good, like no matter what was going on, because at the end of the day I did know that like I was a good teammate, a good friend, a good gymnast, regardless of like whatever I looked like in a leotard, however I performed. My parents were still gonna love me no matter how I did. I was still gonna try and go to a college, and that ended up being a huge confidence boost for me after like a tough career, and I was successful, like I will admit that, and I'm proud of that. But yeah, surrounding myself with positive people and people that lifted me up as opposed to bring me down, that was another good thing. And that's something we can all, I think, control no matter who you are, like whether you're an athlete or retired or you're an adult or whoever. What else? Yeah, I think those are like the main things that stick out. I'm trying to think. I think just like being kind to myself. That was another thing I wasn't good at, but realizing that everybody at some point is going to go through puberty, and it's interesting because I'm sure we can all look back. If I'm going to use Nastia as an example, like her body changed after she had gone to the Olympics the first time, and everyone sees that, and I don't think she would. If she was standing right next to me, I don't think she would deny that. I don't try and speak for her, but everyone at some point has to go through puberty. You have to. So why not now? Get that part over with and learn to like adjust. Exactly. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're stronger. Yes. Yes. Right. Yes. Yes. And she's still flipping like she did a decade ago. I mean, it's crazy. That woman, gosh, respect all the way. Oh yeah, no, those days are over for me. uh, yeah, and she has children. She has her own children. Hmm. Yes, yes. Hmm. Yep, open mind. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. Mm. Mm. Goodness. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Mm. Goodness. Ooh. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Right. Shoot. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. Right. Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. So be it. Yes. Okay. Right. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Right. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. 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 Mm. Yeah. And I mentioned this before. The first thing that always comes to mind is like be grateful for what you do have, and like whether you're injury free or you're going through an injury, be grateful for what your body can already do. I always suggest writing down, and if you're a morning person, do this in the morning. If you like to do things before you go to bed, do that. But write down at least three things you're grateful for. I can't stress that enough. I mean, and that's something we can all be doing. Like I don't care who you are, athlete or not. That's one thing to do. And another thing I think that maybe not everyone's is cognizant of right now, but this is a great time to take advantage of setting new goals and maybe readjusting previous ones you already had. Just, remember your why. Like, why are you doing your sport? This is a great time for like that self reflection, remembering why are you doing this? I mean, because you can quit at any time. You don't have to do gymnastics. You don't have to do this. So remembering why you want to and your purpose for doing this sport, that's another thing to just kind of, take mental note of every day, like remember your why. There was another thing I wanted to say, but I forgot. But that's what's on my mind right now. Shoot. Yep, I lost my tip number 3, but I'm sure it'll come back to me way later. Yes. Yes. Wow. Oh, goodness. Mm. Yep. Wow. Yeah. Yep. But, mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Yes. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Yeah, who knows? You might find something better. Mhm. Yeah, who knows? Right. True. Mhm. Absolutely. Oh gosh. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that won't help anyone. It won't serve you. It won't make you better. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I just remembered the other thing, and you had already mentioned this, but I want to say that I agree with, like, this is a time where, like, be open to learning new things about yourself, because this is something that all gymnasts right now in the year of 2020 are all experiencing at the same time, but no one else before you has, and no one else moving forward probably will. I mean, I hope. I mean, I pray to God that we don't have another one of these things like this ever again, but, like, I think just embracing this thing and seeing it as something special, and that only you be like, this is something you'll be able to tell your children about. Like, if you're a gymnast here, like, this is something you will learn so much about yourself, and you'll be able to share what you've learned with, like, your children, and, like, it'll be something you'll be able to talk about with your teammates, and, wherever you end up going to college, if you decide to do that. Like, this can be a really great bonding thing too, like, when it's all over. So that's another positive thing to, like, look forward to, I think. Mhm. 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 Yep. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I relate to that. Yes. Right. Yeah. 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 Right. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Love that. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. I talk about that all the time. Yeah, I'm really glad you brought that up. That's so important. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Yep. It's all temporary and we're all in it together. Everyone's going through the same thing. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Right. Wonderful. Correct. You got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Great. Yep. Yep. That's right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yep. Great. Yeah, that would be great. I look forward to it. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, same time, same place. That'd be great. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.